Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and as always, I'm joined by... Come again?
Thomas.
And we're about to watch the final episode of The Ice Warriors. It's been a six-parter. Last episode was a bit of a long one, we felt. Didn't quite get us where we wanted. But the sixth part of a story, or the finale of any story, often tends to pick up the pace, wrap things up quite nicely. So hopefully that'll be the case with this one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a corker. I think most of the stories in this series are six-parters, aren't they?
Yeah, there's quite a few which are.
You said no traps. And we, for our part, have made utterly sure there are no traps.
Promises. I merely warn.
That was slightly phoned in, wasn't it? React to the arrival of the Ice Warriors.
Very difficult situation, and at times like this, it behoves us both to proceed with mutual respect.
Oh, that guy's not dead. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, now he's dead.
You have less value to me than your colleague who has certain skills.
She has a very particular set of skills.
That you require.
Skills that make her very difficult for people like you.
That Ice Warrior.
Oh, that's quite horrific. This is quite an interesting cautionary tale about computers, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
A decision must be taken.
How, like, people's progress comes from people taking risks.
Yeah, and a computer can't take risks. Unless you program it to.
Can't write a report there, can you? Something I've got to do for you. Well, don't worry, it's something that I've been trained to do.
Without the computer?
ChatGPT.
That's a nice little bit of character work at the end there.
Oh, nice. Just slinks away. That was some good stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got credits over an image here. It's
Yeah.
unusual.
I think for me, I like the stuff about the computer. I thought that was quite timely for today. About, yeah, the computer can't take risks, or at least it hasn't been programmed that way, so the humans have to kind of step in. And that bit where the Ice Warriors were sort of collapsing at the end and the camera was very shaking and it did a full kind of 360 turn, that was really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I think I'd agree with you, really, that the stuff about the computer, the fact that they're so tied into it and what it says, but the computer can't make a decision because it can't do anything that would jeopardize itself, and therefore they end up sort of in a bit of an impasse.
Yeah.
A kind of stalemate is interesting, and the idea that you need a human to break it. And it does seem very relevant given all the discussions there are at the moment around things like AI and things.
Yeah.
But I also really like that little bit at the end, like I say, with the Clint kind of coming round to, is it Penley, and kind of, you know, saying he's insufferable, infuriating, and but it's a privilege to work with him, you know, there's... Because the last couple of episodes, Clint's been a real prat, like...
Yeah.
But actually that sort of worked at the end to sort of humanise him a little bit, and it was interesting. I think when you had that scene where the Ice Warrior said to him, like, what value, you know, what are your qualifications for surviving or whatever, and he didn't really have anything, and that was interesting. I thought, like, and then at the end, like, he can write a report, you know, and that's my thing. I can go and write the report. You can't do that, can you? I've been trained to do this, and it's just what you see as someone. It just painted him as like someone who is, in some ways, quite insecure. Like, everyone else around him is actually quite good at what they do, and he's the leader, but actually he's not really there's not really anything he's got, but I can write the reports, you know.
Yeah.
So it kind of brought him down. You know, he's this guy who he acts, doesn't he, in the last few episodes, or for a lot of it, like he's the top dog of everything.
Yeah.
But you kind of see he's actually a little bit useless, but they humanise him a bit at the end there and make him a little bit more sort of likeable, if slightly pompous. But
yeah, you see a bit of vulnerability there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get, that bit of vulnerability in him. So that's nicely done.
That was nice, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And,
good stuff.
Yeah.
And I, as I pointed out at the end, I like the fact that the Doctor kind of slinks away at the end. Like, are you going to include the Doctor in your report? Oh, wait, where is he?
Yeah.
And it's kind of that sense of the Doctor not getting too involved in the people he meets. Yeah, he kind of saves the day, and then he doesn't ever put down roots, really, or settle.
Yeah.
He moves on. He's a wanderer. A lonely man in a box.
In the fourth dimension.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's good, and I like that as well. And just good as well, I think, for us to have seen, you know, we had a 6-parter there, and we had four parts that existed, didn't we? And we're about to move into a 6-parter that exists in full. So, which is great, because we know what it's like with Troughton. So, yeah, we're getting more of a sense of... yeah, so what are you making of... I mean, we're now a season and a half, really, into Troughton.
Yeah. I think he's quite succulent.
He's a small plant. Is that what you're saying? Or he's very juicy.
Stores water in the crystals in his leaves. Yeah, sorry, that was a really useless comment. No, I really like him, as you say. Very different to Hartnell. Quite impish and sort of plays the fool, but as a ploy to kind of... Yeah, he always comes across as more... Yeah, he puts on a sort of... Oh, really? Kind of slightly clueless persona as a ploy to actually kind of find out more about what's going on. He's always actually the smartest person in the room. I quite like that sense. And it was quite nice to see his sort of concern for Jamie and Victoria when they were in trouble in the episode. You know, he's quite a... I think Hartnell would have done that as well, and did when his companions were in trouble. But it's nice to see the humanity of the Doctor and the sort of worrying about his friends. Yeah,
he's quite warm.
He is, isn't he?
I think as a character, he's a very warm character. But yeah, quite playful as well. And like you say, there is that. Yeah, I think he definitely does have that quality of giving off an air of being someone who can be overlooked and not worried about, but really he is the smart one, and he uses it, like you say, to get more information whilst flying under the radar slightly.
Yeah, innocuous.
So it'd be good to see him in the 6-parter coming up, really, and get more of a sense of that, I think. So yeah, great. Well, should we wrap that up?
Sure.
Great. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let us know what you think of that episode, what you think of the Ice Warriors story as a whole, and join us again soon for a bit more Troughton. Until then, thank you very much, and goodbye.
Oh. Goodbye. Sorry, I just punched the table. Ow. Oh, great. Thanks, Paul.